by 3 as we start the second quarter at Bryant-Denny Stadium. LSU first down at its own 35. Extra rusher coming. Burrow pressured. Got away from it. Got it out to Edwards-Helaire in the flat. And number 22, there he is, making a play again. Another first down. We welcome you back to the booth. Brad Nessler, Gary Danielson, Jamie's down on the field. You know, LSU's doing their LSU thing, Gary, but this doesn't look good for Alabama the way they've been playing so far.
No, it's true. You know, I thought coming into the game, one of the advantages LSU had is they're more battle-tested, playing against the big teams. The longer the game goes, it looks like Alabama's starting to get used to the pace that LSU's playing in this game. But, you know, Joe Burrow is just so darn good. And that delivery was perfect.
He fakes the toss to Jefferson and goes right back to Justin Jefferson. And Jefferson, great move on McKinney. And a first down, and he's still going down to the 36-yard line.
The Alabama defense is one of the top defenses in the country with yards after catch. They do not miss tackles in space. But look at this. This is up. This is better athletes than they've been facing. Face better athletes, you miss more tackles.
First down at the Alabama 37. Play fake. Burrow steps up, and now he's going to run with it. And runs into one of his own guys, but still got it near the 30-yard line. I guess Edwards-Helaire made the tackle. 8 straight to start the game, including a touchdown. Not so good for Tua. 4 of 8 for 49 yards so far. Edwards-Helaire broke one tackle. Won't get away from the second one, though. Markale Benton hit him first, and then Jennings cleans up. Let's check in with Jamie.
Well, it was an impressive return for that touchdown, but Jalen Waddle went right to the medical tent immediately after, and he actually just jogged into the locker room. Not sure why, but he was jogging, so no limp or anything. I'll try to find out more.
God, I think he's thinking about his neck. The way it was twisted on that one play. Here's an opening. Terrace Marshall is gone. Touchdown, LSU. He was wide open.
Well, unbelievably open. You thought it talk about a busted coverage. Not only was it busted once, it's busted twice. 2 players wide open for LSU. Watch here and here, both of them. Alabama completely bust. Moss is wide open. Marshall's wide open. Holy cow.
Marshall had time to put his left hand up and say, Joe, I'm right here. Throw it to me.
I mean, you see busts once in a while, but 2 like that, embarrassing for this Alabama defense.
Cade York for the point after. Blocked. Might have been McKinney. First positive thing maybe other than the punt return for Alabama to block the extra point.
McKinney skips right through. You always have to force the inside block first if you're the wingman.
He almost beat the snap there.
Did.
So McKinney blocks the point but doesn't block a touchdown. Wide open Terrace Marshall, his 8th score of the year. It's 16-7 LSU to the second quarter. And the first quarterback against Alabama with 2 or more touchdown passes. And he's got 2 and 32 for the year.
Does anybody look calmer than that guy?
I was going to say. He's been almost perfect. Our aerial coverage is sponsored by State Farm. As you're looking at Bryant-Denny Stadium, Sun Splash November 9th here in Alabama. And 102,000 with us, including the President of the United States. Alabama takes the field on offense. We'll see if they can get something going.
Partner, you're a hard grader. Burrow's 9 for 9.
I said almost perfect. Sorry, I meant perfect.
Boy, are you a hard grader.
I'm sure Joe's got some flaws somewhere. Glad I'm not your teacher, right?
Glad I didn't play for you.
First down at the 25. Play action. Down the sideline, and he overshot Devontae Smith.
Now, there's 2 sides of this, you know, staying in the game for Tua. Yes, his ankle may get a little sore, but maybe he'll pick up the tempo of competing in this game. Because right now, he is not in sync at all in this football game. He took 2 complete weeks off, and then he went controlled practices. He does not have the feel of complete high-level competition so far.
He's had the feel of Rashad Lawrence a couple times in his grill, including on that last pass. 2nd and 10. Brian Robinson trying to get wide. He's not going to. Drop for a loss of 4. Caleb on chasing. And Stevens over there to make the play.
Well, this back 8 for LSU is versatile, and they're interchangeable. You don't know where Chason or Delpit or Stevens or Phillips or Queen, will line up on every play. Dave Aranda moves them all over the field.
So far, they haven't missed Michael Divinity, who left the team this week. They've been picking up the pace for him in that spot. 3rd and 13. Tagovailoa has to step up with some pressure down the middle. Completes it to Judy. Judy with a nice cut. 1st down, Alabama.
Najee Harris is the guy that gave Tua time to throw the ball in the pocket. Look how he goes across the quarterback and allows Tua to step up and deliver. That's his game. If he can stay in the pocket and throw, he's going to produce yards.
20-yard pickup to the 22, and a flag flies and a false start on the Tide.
False start. Number 6, offense. 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
It's been a messy start for Alabama, but you know, as penalties go, this is one of the worst Alabama teams Nick Saban's had in penalties. They're ranked 110th in the country in penalties per game.
There's some other SEC schools on that list of
Yeah, there are. There's 5 of them that are ranked over 100.
3 so far against Alabama. That last one backs them up to 1st down at 15. Heat coming from behind, had to get rid of it, was hit as he got it to Najee Harris, and Harris back to about the 44.
See, this is why Najee Harris is coming on strong. We showed you how he picks up the blitz the play before. Tua's going to have to get rid of this ball just as he takes another hit. You know that they believe, LSU believes, that that will pay off later. But when Najee gets the ball, he's a tough tackle. 240 pounds, but he is nifty.
Christian Fulton is a man down. We'll check on him when we come back. The half.
You know, sometimes not just sprained ankles by quarterbacks, but Grant Delpit's coming off an ankle. He hasn't practiced much either. Talked about it in the open that LSU does not want him in one-on-one situations.
Slade Bolden in the backfield with Tagovailoa. They're going to throw it. A quick one to Dante Smith. Going to bring up 3rd down. So much today.
You know, it's amazing as we've gone through this quarter and a half, almost now, just over a quarter, and we still haven't called the name Derek Stingley except on a punt return, Fulton back in the game. But you'd think a true freshman corner would be picked on. So far, nothing his way.
Well, they're finding out that picking on him is not worth it. He's got 4 interceptions on the year. Judy in motion, empty backfield on 3rd and 5 for Tagovailoa. They're pressuring him again. Now he has to scramble around. He's going to try to run and slide. Oh, that was an ugly slide, too. Did he get the 1st down?
And it's going to be short. It's where you start the slide, not where you end up. Remember, all week they've been telling Tua, get what you can, then go down. Don't take chances. So he slides and actually gets his right foot stuck in the defender. Nope, never hit his foot. Slide, but he's short. They're going to go for it, it looks like.
4th and a yard. And it's Wildcat with Brian Robinson and Slade Bolden both in there. He'll run it, and was he getting there or not? Oh, boy,
right at the end, I think he spun forward. Was his knee down? Well, this will be reviewable. It was close.
They're going to measure. Bolden took the direct snap.
Fake. Was his knee down before he crossed the line? We couldn't see. Wherever the spot is, it stays. He spins forward. I think he may have landed on an LSU defender.
That would have given him the extra yard,
Yes.
because otherwise he'd have been stopped short, and it still may be, but we're bringing the chain gang out to make sure, and it is a couple of chain lengths shy. LSU takes over on downs. And I think Coach Saban just said, are you not going to review the spot, if I'm reading lips correctly?
Remember a year ago, as we say, we go to review here, a year ago, Alabama ran the Wildcat in short yardage, and they were successful. The only difference is the guy running it was a #1 draft pick, Josh Jacobs.
Yeah. But doing pretty well for the Oakland
Absolutely.
Raiders. So the play indeed is under review.
It's going to be really hard to move a ball 2 or 3 inches, it seems to me. It's going to be inconclusive. How can anybody tell whether the ball went 3 inches further or 3 inches back? I think they're going to have to go with the call on the field.
This seems like the best look that we have. Gene Steratore, our rules official. Gene, what do you think?
When the player's right elbow hits the ground is when I have him officially down. So it is going to be where that football is when that right elbow lands. I don't disagree with what Gary's saying about it's very difficult to move this, but I'm sure they're going to look at every angle they can to see where that football is when his right elbow makes contact with the ground.
Yes, when his right elbow comes down. Thanks, Gene. Good catch right there.
After
Ball
video
is actually
review, the
behind
ruling
him.
on the field that the runner was stopped short of the line to gain stands. First down, LSU.
So even though he reached it out when his elbow, Gene saw it, when his elbow was down, the ball was on the opposite side of his body, had to stand.
So at the 9:48 mark, circle that, because a 4th down failed conversion gives it right back to this high-powered LSU offense.
Josh Jacobs versus Slade Bolden. Remember that too.
Davis Price in the backfield with Joe Burrow this time, just outside the 48-yard line.
Can this Alabama defense find their assignments, #1?
Burrow, plenty of time, comes back across the field to his tight end Moss. He dropped the ball but covered it.
Give credit to that LSU offensive line on this one. Ness called it again. You look at the end of it. Get it. That is Moss. Ball comes out. Clearly it's out and free.
Now the give is to Davis Price, and he's a little bit short.
You know what we haven't seen much of in this game? The RPOs.
Right. Where have they been?
Yes.
Now that you mentioned it.
Neither team has done any of them.
Davis Price stood up. He's not going to get there. Terrell Lewis was the first guy there. Raekwon Davis helped out.
Well, Nick Saban went for it on 4th and short. Didn't get it. This time, hurry-up offense for LSU. Stuffed inside by Alabama. Will Ed Orgeron go for it?
Answer is yes. Told his team all week, we got the better team. We're bringing our guns loaded. We're better at every position. Here's another 4th down, this time for the Tigers. Burrow calmly throws for the first down.
Delay a game. They did not get it off in time.
There's a flag on the field.
Delay game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
That'll change it to a punt.
When it goes to 1, the back judge will look at the ball. If it's not snapped, he throws his flag. Good job. That was a delay.
And instead of a first down, it'll be a punt for Von Rosenberg. And remember, that guy has the 7 points for Alabama the last time he touched it. Ball lets it go, and it bounces out of bounds around the 10, right at the 10. 8 minutes, 3 seconds remaining in the first half. And Tua Tagovailoa and the Alabama offense get in gear. We'll see.
Have been forcing Tua out of the pocket, coming from different angles. Dave Aranda, the high-paid defensive coordinator for this LSU defense, has forced plays that Tua does not want to do like that.
You say Dave's earning his money so far?
Yes, so far he is. Listen, he pulls out a win here with a good defensive game, holding Tua to 79 yards passing in the second quarter. Pretty good job.
From the 10. And false start. Man.
Boy, this.
False start. Number 70. Offense, 5-yard penalty. First down.
The first word that comes to mind for Alabama, mistakes.
Yeah, and sloppy. Take a look and test your knowledge with today's Aflac trivia question. Which Alabama and LSU quarterbacks have the highest finish in the Heisman voting? Of course, we got 2 Heisman candidates here today. We know that. And we might have given you half the answer, but we'll have the rest of the answer for you a little later on. Backed up to the 5 now. Here comes Jacoby Stevens with a blitz off the side and incomplete, intended for Judy. Delpit with the hit.
What a throw by Tua. He had Jacoby Stevens right in his face, and he throws an RPO this time. Watch this pressure. Watch this throw. Holy cow, and what a catch by Judy. A strike right between 2 LSU defenders. Jostles him, but was it incomplete?
It would have been a catch by Judy.
Sorry, but what a throw.
Well, Judy heard Delpit coming a little bit.
Yes, he did.
Although it was in front of him, it was catchable. And when you're the Biletnikoff winner from last year, he caught a lot of those. 2nd and 15. Devontae Smith, only 1 catch today. Trots out to the top of your screen. Tagovailoa come back the other way. Judy's got another catch, but only to the 10, and Kerry Vincent's all over him. 3rd down and a big one coming up deep in their own territory for the Crimson Tide.
You know, I know that's not a highlight play, but Kerry Vincent coming up and tackling the short pass for Alabama. Teams have not been able to do that. That's what you have to do. Short passes have been touchdowns for Alabama. Vincent comes no yards after catch.
Saw that shot of the crowd. Everybody's stunned in here. The biggest eruption was the applause for the president and the playing of Sweet Home Alabama. They haven't had anything to cheer about other than the punt return so far. Tagovailoa at his own goal line. Tua fires complete to Judy on the run. Judy across the 35.
He's the best route runner. Reminds me actually of Amari Cooper, the way he runs his routes. Watch this. He comes in and then goes back out. Beautiful. Sticks his foot in the ground. Fulton had no chance on that one. How would you like to cover this guy?
No thanks.
Tua had a good pocket. The offensive line did a good job of keeping him clean, and he delivers.
Tyler Shelvin, the nose tackle, is the guy down on one knee, and that will bring us a timeout here at 7 minutes remaining in the half.
Upstairs to Ness and Gary.
Thanks, Zuck. Tyler Shelvin headed to the tent on the sideline after being shaken up on that last play. Jerry Jeudy caught that last ball. We talked to him yesterday. Said, explain you 4 guys. He said, well, Ruggs is a speedster. Smitty catches everything. That's Devontae Smith. Waddle's quick twitch. And I'm the best route runner.
I think he nailed it.
I think he did too.
And you know what else? They're all going to need financial advisors someday, 3 or 4 years from now.
That's right. He said they call us the ride-outs now. We catch and we just ride out of everybody's vision, usually.
You know, LSU was not at a sack, but they had pressure.
Tua deep on the sideline. Devontae Smith, who catches everything. Touchdown, Alabama. "64 yards to number 6. Now the crowd's into it.
Derek Stingley wasn't even looking at his receiver. He got caught flat-footed. I don't know if someone on the sideline was giving him some instruction, but Devontae Smith was by him before he turned around and saw him on the play. What a mental mistake.
Joseph Bulovas for the point after. And he missed it.
Right in the long tradition of LSU Alabama football, right?
Nick Saban said we always hold our breath when it's time to kick the football. Still just a 3-point difference, though. 4 plays, 90 yards, 64 of us. 64 to Devontae Smith for the score, and it's 16-13.
The Home Depot delivers. Now with same-day express delivery on the things you need most, and free delivery on over 1 million more. No membership required. Want it even faster? Shop online and we'll have it ready for pickup in as little as 2 hours. Or tell us when you'll be home and get whatever you need delivered to your doorstep. This is how doers get more done. Just say when, where, and how you want it. The Home Depot. More saving, more doing.
Hey, man.
Oh, man, how you doing? My, how the tables have turned.
What tables?
Well, you have 2 agents, now I have 2 clients. You've met my new Mahomie, Patrick Mahomes.
We're friends.
What?
Is that why we're here?
Well, that's why I brought you here. I don't know why he's here.
Well, Aaron takes his favorite agent everywhere.
Well played, State Farm. Did we just have a breakthrough?
No, don't think so.
Okay, great. Good.
He's totally team first. More like me first. We'll all go to the White House.
Tired of all the nonsense? Stream CBS Sports HQ.
Your free, always on Sports News Network.
Devontae Smith's 10th touchdown catch of the year has cut the deficit to a field goal. Bulovas, who missed the extra point with the kickoff. And a fair catch taken by Edwards-Helaire at the 4-yard line, so LSU will start at the 25 as we take you back to the touchdown.
I think the LSU bench was changing up the defense. Watch Stingley and other LSU players look to the bench when the ball snapped, and it's over.
Devontae Smith, who we saw against Ole Miss. Stingley's pointing the other way.
He's saying, coaches, leave me alone. Right there is what he's saying.
Now the crowd into it. Play action. Burrow going deep, and he's got Jamar Chase all the way to the 40.
Does this feel different or what? Brad, you started off the thing that's got a different feel. This is why. Plays all over the field. This time, Chase beats Diggs on the play, and it's delivered.
Burrow still hasn't thrown an incompletion. He got away from the rush. Still hasn't thrown an incompletion.
You don't have to be Lamar Jackson. You just have to be nifty in the pocket. And watch this niftiness in the pocket. Keep your eyes up and deliver. That's why a lot of people are saying he's going to be the first quarterback drafted. I'm going to say this. It's going to be one of these 2 guys.
He's a yard away from a 3,000-yard season right now. 2nd and 4. He's got his 3,000-yard season. He's got Jamar Chase again to the 20.
How about this game? 16-13 game. We've got one quarterback coming off a sprained ankle who had surgery 20 days ago, and the quarterback for LSU is 13 for 13.
At the 20. One of the best red zone offenses in the country in LSU. They're there again. Burrow, play action. Goes to the end zone, overshot Chase, and Chase is looking for a flag from Trayvon Diggs, or I should say the back judge, doesn't get it.
Well, Trayvon Diggs is being very physical on this play. He was beaten one earlier, does it again, and just messes up the, it got grabbed in the back. That's what Chase was yelling about.
He's got a complaint, doesn't he?
He sure does. Yes, he does.
There's the red zone offense I was talking about. First incompletion for Burrow today on that last snap.
With an asterisk.
Exactly. Burrow out in the flat. Edwards-Helaire. Maybe a 2-yard gain. Shane Lee is holding on for dear life, the middle linebacker. And they'll bring up 3rd down. Illegal substitution penalty, I think.
It's the question of whether Nick Saban's going to take it. Will he give him 2 downs?
An eligible player downfield, number 6 of the offense. An outside receiver, the left side of the formation, was covered up and went downfield during a forward pass. The penalties declined. The result of the play, 3rd down.
Thought so. You don't want to give Burrow 2 chances on it. You covered up these 2 players. This player's covered up outside right there by the wide receiver.
So it's 3rd down and 9.
Let's see if Nick Saban dials some pressure here right now.
From the 19, empty backfield. Jennings and Lewis in their track stances.
Doesn't look like it.
Lewis pressuring Burrow. He got away from it. Not going to get away from Raekwon Davis.
You heard it from Nessler. Terrell Lewis got the pressure, force. Watch him come. Oh, he got a great start off the line of scrimmage. No way Douglas could handle him on the play. He just won that one at the snap.
And it made the field goal attempt much more difficult after Joe Burrow took that on the sideline.
It just feels like field goals are wins in this game, doesn't it? The way they can score so fast, these offenses.
Cade York hit from 40 earlier. This is from 45. Kick on the way, and it is good.
Yeah, it feels like if you're a defense and you could hold them to a field goal, it feels like a win. Really does.
That's what Alabama is thinking. And on the other side, LSU is saying, hey, we just went up by 3 more points.
Authentic Mexican cerveza. 4.2% alcohol by volume. 1 gram protein, 0 gram fat.
Yeah, tell him, coach.
12 fluid ounces.
Dos Equis. Keep it interesante.
I keep thinking I know who you are, and there's so much more.
I keep thinking I know who you are.
And?
I think I've got it.
Bob Hart's Abishola, Monday on CBS.
Coming up, Adam, Rick, and BJ will have first half analysis, scores, and highlights on the Geico halftime report. And they'll be right here with us down on the field. Right now it's 19-13 LSU. Number 2 leading number 3 by 6. A 48-yard drive in 7 plays. A big chunk of that was Jamar Chase from Joe Burrow. Henry Ruggs on the kick return. And Ruggs coming right at you. I think his knee touchdown. Although LSU is going to make sure.
Well, that's a courageous kickoff return, isn't it, for a high-level wide receiver? He took it up in there.
Looked like it got a few extra yards, but I thought his knee was down the first time. Yep, right there, he just scraped it.
Yep, all the speed he had, he was hitting that crack as fast as he could.
We asked you earlier the Aflac trivia question, which was the highest finishes for Alabama and LSU as far as quarterbacks in the Heisman race. Well, one was looking at you. Tua Tagovailoa, second. A.J. McCarron also a second back in 13. And Burt Jones, a great one back in the early 70s for the Tigers. We got 2 Heisman candidates here today, but one's out playing the other one so far.
Yeah, but it feels like Tua's finding his game here.
Brian Robinson. Nice run. Out to the 35 at the 4-minute mark.
And if you're Alabama, you can feel this clock and the fact that LSU gets the ball to start the second half. Before, you really didn't think much about LSU's offense, but now they don't want to give them the ball back with 2 minutes to go and then them getting the ball again to start the second half.
From the 35, second down and 3. Tagovailoa, plenty time. Lofts one and throws it to the sideline.
What coverage that time by Christian Fulton, number 1 on the bottom of the screen. If you know what to expect, ball, look at that. One-on-one, get him to the outside, play physical, stay in front of him. That is some great coverage.
Tua knew it, and he just sailed it to the sideline.
Really highly rated football player Christian Fulton is.
And then the freshman sensation Stingley on the other side. Two pretty good corners, like they always seem to have.
Got 4 of them in this game.
Devontae Smith joins the Alabama backfield on a throwback catch from Tagovailoa, and a nice tackle by Caleb Chasen.
Well, Caleb Chasen did his job. He's going to drop out to the outside and read the play, come up athletically, make the tackle one-on-one against a wide receiver. That's a defensive end outside linebacker. What do you say, 250-some pounds, making that play.
Wearing that special number 18 jersey that you just don't get unless you're something special.
So here's what I'm talking about. Get a 3 and out there. LSU gets the ball back and then get the ball to start the second half.
P. Ryan the punt. Derek Stingley back deep for LSU.
LSU's got their whole defense out there playing it safe. Can't jump off sides, number 1.
Delay game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
So delay a game. They'll back it up to punt again. Every family has a little drama. A lot of love and a few laughs. Spent a half an hour with the Coopers on a new Young Sheldon Thursday at 8, 7 Central on CBS. Just under 3 minutes to go in the half. And P. Ryan standing around his own 15 to take this snap.
That was interesting. There was just a short timeout, and LSU wasn't ready, and Ed Orgeron took a smart timeout.
The 3rd, and LSU will have it back at around the 38-yard line. Joe Burrow, what a day so far in the first half.
Yeah, and not only the way he's moving this offense, but his defense is believing in it. Everybody's believing in it. He was on target. The only one really he missed in this whole game was a kind of a hold on the back of the receiver. He has been playing. You know what? When you're almost an 80% passer on the year and you're having a hot day, that means you're really throwing it.
First down at the 39. Burrow quarterback draw. Almost got face masked, and he got all the way out to a first down. We have seen him do this now for 2 years. He is not afraid to stick his nose in there.
He ain't afraid of anything, anybody, any team, any field. Full-out competitor. You know, I just keep thinking, you know, there's some great athletes in there. I'm thinking about that 9-6 game and watching this great offense.
Shockingly different.
Shockingly different.
From 8 years ago. Play action. Burrow loads it. Now he'll run with it again. And Joe's got another first down and more. All the way to the 31-yard line. And you see the toughness and the fire in Joe Burrow.
And the athletic skills. I mean, this isn't a, you know, a 5'1", 40 guy. This is a, you know, 4'7", 4'8" guy. What a package he brings in this game.
19-yard pickup. Another first down, and he comes up firing, this time too high for Jamar Chase.
What a battle out there. Chase on Diggs again. End of this play. No sliding on this one. Gets up and then goes hurry up.
I saw him this summer at the Manning Passing Academy. I said, have you learned how to slide yet? He looked at me and didn't even smile and said, I don't slide.
Yes. I don't do no stinking slides. I'm just thinking, what did that 211 receivers, Reuben Randall, Jarvis Landry, and Odell Beckham think about this game right now?
Yeah.
They were the receivers in the 9-6 game.
Burrow down the middle. Strike again to Jefferson. First down at the 18.
It's not just receivers. Give all the credit in the world to Joe Burrow, but it's the package. It's everything. Commitment to changing a pro-style offense. Everybody everybody on the same page. It's just all working right now.
A minute and a half to go in the half. Tigers on the drive again. Chase in the backfield with Burrow, with Edwards-Helaire, the tailback. Right out to the left. Burrow throws corner. What a catch by Moss.
Was he in?
That looked like his daddy.
Holy cow. Well, it's a perfect throw. Matched up on Diggs to the outside, and that's Randy-esque. Did he have his foot down?
And the rolling on the field in the previous play is a catch at the sideline for a first down. This play is now under video review.
I think maybe his left foot was out of bounds when he caught it, but I'm not sure.
We'll see. I thought Roquan Davis might have even... Oh, yes, it's out before he catches it. Yes.
He actually lifts it back into play.
Before he catches it. Great shot on this play. Out and then back in.
What a pylon cap shot that is. Gene Steratore, what do you think?
What we're looking at is if that left foot can get down and reestablish himself in bounds again, or 1 foot, even though he was out, if he reestablishes, it will be a catch. That's what they're looking at right now.
Again, it's right in front of you.
Was he pushed out, though? I thought, Gene, that if he goes out on his own, he could not do this. Does he pushed out on the play?
So long as he comes back in and reestablishes, Gary, even though he would be free of foul, he would be okay. And well, that is actually a good question, Gary, because if he's not pushed out legally,
right?
Excuse me, he would be illegally touching the football first to touch.
Do you think
so
there's a push?
So he is coming back in bounds. I don't know, because we don't have a foul on the play.
Yeah.
So even if it's contact, he's not fouled by being out.
I don't think this is going to...
So they will come back and go incomplete.
Yes, I think so.
That's a great point.
Again, pylon cam. There's the toe down, the retouch. I tell you, that's pretty acrobatic no matter what the outcome.
No matter what, but a win for the Alabama defense. I'm not even so sure that... I don't know if I've ever said this, if LSU wanted to score that fast.
Still 1:11 to go.
Exactly. They want to slow down and score. I can't even believe I'm saying that. I have no idea what's going to happen here. I got to admit, I don't know if he's out on his own, back in on his own, but it's going to be close. Just sit here and wait.
John Bible is the replay official. John McDade, the referee on the field, and everybody just waiting along with us.
It's worth it.
There's Thaddeus with a big smile. Randy Moss's son, if we didn't make reference to the Hall of Fame wide receiver whose son is a tight end with wide receiver-esque hands.
Steps out, catches it. Is he even established? Remember, it's called a catch on the field.
I think he's got it. He's got it pinned perfectly between his hands as he landed.
I think the only question for me, Ness, is what's the rule? I mean, it's like, I know he steps out. Gene, I don't know if he even got that.
They just have to come back with it. If it's illegal touching, which is him being out of bounds on his own, coming back in and being first to touch a forward pass, it's going to be an incompletion as well, a loss of down.
Thank you.
I think that's why they're writing right now. So in one way or the other, it's going to end up an incompletion by the
After
way that
video
they're
review,
finishing.
the ruling on the field of the catch for a first down is confirmed.
The ultimate in reality TV.
Yes, it is.
College football.
This replay stuff is tough, I'll tell you. Gene, safe to say, that's not the call you would have made.
At this point, I would have to agree with you on that, Gary, but I am digging in this book as deeply as I can go right now.
Well, LSU's dug as far into Alabama territory as they can go. It's at about the 1 foot line, first and goal. Edwards-Helaire, not that time. Might have lost a little bit. Second and goal at the 1 minute mark. And now it's outside the 1. Play fake, Burrow's throw, still no go. Jefferson stopped at the original line of scrimmage. And it's 3rd and goal.
So they've tried to run inside. They've tried to pick pass to the outside. What do you do next? I'm wondering if they got a quarterback run for Joe Burrow.
In the shotgun, Burrow with Edwards-Helaire. Edwards-Helaire, airborne, touchdown.
Cow. If that doesn't remind you of Darren Sproles, I don't know what does.
When I said Helaire, he was in midair. Touchdown, LSU.
He's about 5'8", and he jumped 6 foot. 5. What a play. Good blocking up front. 3rd down, right back at this Alabama front. Touchdown. What a drive. 8 plays, 61 yards.
Cade York for the point after. And LSU has doubled up on Alabama. 61-yard drive and 8 plays. Edwards-Helaire the final for the touchdown.
I'm a tailgater tailgating to get to my tailgate. Now, it might not get me there any faster, but hey, it gets me ready for football. Let's tailgate. I can't go anywhere. But you're so busy watching me tailgate that you don't see the one in front of you. And your cut rate car insurance, it might not pay for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
You couldn't do much better on a drive to end a quarter. Take it all the way down to 26 seconds. Get the touchdown from Edwards-Helaire. You've doubled up Alabama 26-13, and you're going to get the ball to start the 3rd quarter.
Yes, and that's what's the significance of that 3 and out for Alabama. When I said this is a big first down, they need a first down to keep that ball away from LSU. There is plenty of football left in this game. This feels, again, I've done, 13 of these things. Wow, how different does it feel?
Kick bounces at the 20, picked up by Brian Robinson, who got it out to about the 30 before he's run out of bounds. Amazon Music brings you today's Scholar Athletes. Waiting for Hoko by way of Honolulu through Texas Tech. Major communication studies, and Alex Leatherwood for Alabama. Amazon Music showing their commitment to the investment of our future by donating $1,000 to LSU and Alabama's general scholarship funds.
Remember back, LSU won the opening toss. They deferred. One of the reasons these coaches love to defer is this situation right here. Getting the ball at the end of the half and then getting it to start. You know, it's almost like getting to serve twice in tennis.
Tagovailoa throws down the middle, intercepted. Patrick Queen coming the other way. LSU's got it right back and another chance to score before halftime.
Patrick Queen, an inside linebacker, read to his eyes on this one, starts right here and it gets into the way of the throw. Watch him read the eyes, follows it, he's in on the square in. What a nice job of zone coverage by the inside linebacker.
Tagovailoa, only his 3rd interception of the year.
Tua never saw him. He was looking left, he was looking for the square in. Queen saw Tua's eyes and went right to the throw.
There's a couple of LSU players down, Kerry Vincent and Rashard Lawrence, both trying to block and get blocks for Patrick Queen after the interception, and both guys are still down. And the ball is going to be at around the 29-yard line, I think.
The ruling on the field is an interception. Possession maintained by the defense. After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 69 of the passing team. This penalty to place the ball half the distance to the goal line with a first down.
Wow.
You could see the LSU players upset with Landon Dickerson. They thought it was a cheap shot or something. You could see the commotion after the play. Oh, yeah, it's shot right. There. Coming from the back end. That is a cheap shot. One that he could conceivably hurt his team. It's unbelievable. A free half the distance, 15-yard dumb penalty.
Dumb and costly.
Yes.
And now there's 11 seconds left. LSU's got 2 timeouts. And they're right back in the hunt for another touchdown, not just a field goal.
Well, I think you can get off 2 quick throws. Remember, you only need 1 second for the last play. Boy, that's about as cheap a shot as I've seen in a while.
Not going to make that guy happy. I know that.
Doesn't matter where he throws it, he's got timeouts.
From the 13, Edwards-Helaire trots back to join Burrow in the backfield. Looking for more points before halftime for the Tigers. Burrow sets up, fires to the end zone. Edwards-Helaire, touchdown.
There is Burrow. I'm telling you, this guy's going to be a great NFL football player. He's a nightmare mismatch. Coming out of the backfield.
Joe Burrow putting on a show. Edwards-Helaire putting on a show. Nick Saban doesn't like the show. First career receiving touchdown for Edwards-Helaire. There will be many more, either with the Tigers or, as Gary said, the next level.
I mean, LSU has scored 10 points in the last 3 years.
They're going to have 33 here in a second if Cade York hits the extra point. The fans that have made the trip from Louisiana are in a frenzy right now. What's under review, we understand from the truck, is a possible targeting hit on Joe Burrow. Took a shot to the left shoulder from Barmore.
I thought he caught him on the shoulder.
I sort of did too, but
I actually do not think that is targeting. Lowers his helmet.
The result of the play is touchdown. After video review, there is no targeting.
Yeah, I think it's a good no call.
Good call. Or lack of, right.
I mean, I actually think that's a young player who got called for targeting earlier this year that has learned and did it the right way.
Tua Tagovailoa knows it's going to be a long haul back in the second half.
He just seems rusty. You know, more than his ankle is bothering him, he just feels out of sorts.
York's extra point is good. It only took one play after the interception, the subsequent penalty that set it up at the 13-yard line, and a third touchdown strike from Joe Burrow to Clyde Edwards-Helaire. 18 out of 20, 252 yards and 3 touchdowns for Joe Burrow.
And the design of that play was beautiful.
And remember, that penalty on Dickerson is what set them up so close that they only needed 5 seconds to score again. LSU, I don't believe I'm saying this, LSU by 20.
No. I lived all those games.
Vern right now, I don't know what's going on in his mind.
No, he's losing his mind. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm ready for the second half. But I don't think Joe Burrow is going to take his foot off the gas.
I don't think so either. Squib kick. It'll be fielded around the 22, and that will almost bring the first half to a close. Tennyson, the tight end, is the guy that returned it. Well, it will make you question everything you believe. That's what I'm doing all in this first half. The critically acclaimed series, Evil, all new Thursday at 10, 9 Central on CBS.
It's been everything, though. Alabama's been sloppy. They've had penalties. They've turned the ball over. And it just feels like in this game, the advantage of the game is the battle-tested team was more ready.
Tagovailoa takes a knee to end the half. And again, as we told you moments ago, LSU will receive the second half kickoff. And Joe Burrow's going, bring it.